Zombies and video games go together perfectly, and I've been playing them since I was a kid. In fact, one of my first encounters with zombies in video games was from this, the flood level in Halo 1. It scared me so badly that I had to stop playing it. And I actually remember it was this specific part of the game when the music kicked in and those humanoid flood burst through that door. That was it. I couldn't finish the level, I was just too scared. I was so shook by this experience that I had to put the game down, and it was like 2 whole years before I even attempted it again. Then, as I got older, I spent a stupid amount of time playing World at War and Black Ops Zombies on Xbox 360. And it wasn't just COD Zombies either. In fact, I think I can show you this visually. Give me 1 second. Okay, so these are all of my old Xbox 360 games, or at least the ones I can find. This is pretty much a history of my teenage years. And out of all of these, this many have zombies, ghouls, infected, whatever you want to call them, zombies of some sort. So you could say about 1/3 of my total time playing games as a teenager was spent playing zombie games of some form. And when we were kids, it's super easy to get lost and immersed in these worlds, which is why we find these games so scary as children. And it's in that we find a sad problem that affects everyone. If we take a look at age and scariness on a graph, you'll see that as we get older, we get less scared of games over time. As we get older, we realize that fear isn't real. Those monsters are on a screen and they can't actually get you because it's just a video game. And that's exactly what happened to me. Games became less scary, some of that magic was unfortunately lost, and games became more about getting high scores, having fun, and playing co-op with friends. Well, at least I thought that was the case until I tried VR. Because just like how zombies and video games go together really well, for me personally, zombies and virtual reality is the absolute perfect match. And the reason I know this is because it was a zombie VR game that made me realize just how amazing VR can be. It was a zombie game that gave me what I call my VR light bulb moment. Now, you're probably wondering, Ryan, what the heck do you mean by a VR light bulb moment? Well, I think if you were to ask anyone that plays VR games the exact moment that sold them on VR, they would be able to tell you the story of that moment. Not just the game they played, but the level and exactly what was happening in the game at that moment. Where while they were playing, a light bulb went off in their head and told them, wow, this is something special. And for me personally, that moment was in November of 2019. And this November was a particularly exciting time for me because I had just gotten my hands on one of these, which is a Valve Index headset. And this would be the first VR headset that I'd ever owned. Obviously, I was eager to try as many games as possible, and luckily for me, there was a Christmas Steam sale on. And in that Christmas sale, there was a Steam VR Essentials pack. And one of the games in that VR Essentials pack was called Arizona Sunshine. And it was in Arizona Sunshine that I had my VR light bulb moment. And I'm gonna show you that moment right now. Alright, I am now playing VR, and I'm playing Arizona Sunshine 1, the game that gave me my VR light bulb moment. And the specific part of this game that gave me that moment is when you enter this cave right here. So let's go and do that now. I've now entered the cave, and as you can see, it is unbelievably dark. It's just pitch black, and I think they give you a flashlight here, but it doesn't really do that much. And if you listen, all you can hear is the shambling and the groaning of the zombies. And what made it worse is me being a bit stupid, because as you can see, there's a generator right there, and I didn't realize that you could turn on the generators to turn on lights. So I went through this whole level in pitch darkness. I mean, just listen to this. It's terrifying. All you can hear are zombies shambling and groaning, and it was at this moment in 2019 that I felt a feeling I hadn't felt since I was a kid. That feeling of genuine fear playing a video game. That is what VR can do, and that is why this specific part of this game is my VR light bulb moment, because it made me feel like a kid again, something that I didn't think I'd ever be able to experience again. And that's why zombies in VR are a perfect match, and showcase just how immersive VR can be. And that feeling isn't just a one-off. Whether it's being in a pitch black cave and only being able to hear the groans of the zombies, or a horde overwhelming you while you fumble your reload. That true feeling of panic in those moments is something you can only get with a VR game. Fast forward 6 years back to the present, I still love VR zombie games just as much as I did back in 2019. And I think you can see that on my YouTube channel. I've played quite a few different ones in the 2.5 years I've been making videos. Which brings us nicely to this week, where we have a brand new zombie game to try called Zombie Army VR. Now, I've been waiting for this one for quite a while because they delayed it, and I'm hoping that means they gave the devs time to cook. I like the Sniper Elite games, and I like zombies. So getting to kill the zombies with the Sniper Elite kill cam should be a match made in heaven. And the plan is to stream this live on my Twitch so we can all experience it together. But first, we have to look the part, and very kindly Rebellion sent me this awesome care package which should help us with that, so one sec. Okay, now that we're all dressed up and ready to go, I think we should start playing. There's one more surprise thanks to Rebellion that's going to make this even more immersive. Let's have a look. Okay, more stuff. Let's get this stuff unboxed. Ooh, look at that. Tack sleeve. Tacked visor. This is a hefty boy. Tacked suit pro. Wow. So the only thing I have to do now is put on the stuff. So let's put on the vest first. Now this basically has a bunch of motors in it that vibrate when something happens in game. So if a zombie hits me in the chest, I will feel it via vibrations. And if you compare this to like my OO suit, which is more of a skin-tight suit, this is more like putting on body armor. So yeah, there we go. Looking good. And the thing that I'm really excited to try are these. These are the tack sleeves, and basically you put these on your wrists, I believe, just like this. And what this should do is make it so when I pick up a gun or shoot my gun, it vibrates my arm so it feels like I'm actually got some feedback there too. Alright, and there we go. We're pretty much ready to go for our stream. And just to be clear, this video is not sponsored by either Haptics or Rebellion, but I really appreciate both of them for giving me this so I can try it out. I don't know, I probably look really dumb with this on, but yeah, this should provide us with like maximum immersion. So I'm really excited to try this. Let's go stream it. Twitch.tv/The Ryan Clifford. Let's go. Boom! Let's see if I can hit these shots. I'm so terrible with sniping. Yes! Boom! Right in the noggin. And you guys can see, so now, ooh, when I pick up the gun, I don't know if you guys can see that. When I pick up this gun, I can feel it. I can feel it in my wrist and down here on this bit. Let's go take out some zombies. That guy's riding a tractor. That zombie ain't doing nothing wrong. He's just living his life. Whoa! Boom, hit him in the head. Oh, wait, you can get them with pistol, too? Damn, that's kind of cool. Melee items powerful in close quarters, but break easily. Alright, this looks good. Let's go whack this guy. Excuse me. Where are your clothes? Wearing a gas mask, but no clothes. Let's try the sniper now, actually. Boom. Whoa! Boom! I do love that. It's so cool. No scope. Oh! Oh! Watch this throw, guys. Watch this throw. Okay, never mind. Let's swap to the Tommy gun. Oh. Ah! Wait for another one to spawn in. There we go. And then hit. Oh, that guy missed. He just missed and fell down. Accuracy 74%. That's not bad. Oh, yeah, we can do some upgrades. I like what you guys did with this and like the upgrading of the weapons. I think that's really cool. Oh, right in the head. Boom! I like this level. This level's cool. It's way more open than the previous two. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that was so close. Woo! Is this game good? It's fun. It's definitely very fun. It's got an arcadey kind of feel to it. The haptic integration is really cool. Oh! Oh, that was so close. Oh. Excuse you. That's so cool. We're going through this weird portal. Look at that. We're going to the Nether, guys. Oh yeah, we're in a spooky place now. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, he's better sniper than me. He's a better sniper than me. Shoot him in the butt. Oh wait, they have balls? I forgot you can shoot them in the balls. I completely forgot about that. Hold on. Now we got to do it. That was a plum. It did say plum. Hello. I'm gonna shoot you in the balls. Plum. 200 points. Yes! Plum! Oh, I didn't hit his plums. No, thank you. Okay, well that was Zombie Army VR, and I had a lot of fun. And to be honest, the game actually does remind me a bit of Arizona Sunshine. There were moments, again, in this game where I was getting surrounded by zombies, and I did panic. I had that feeling in this game. So yeah, it definitely has that arcadey feel, but I think that's a good thing, and I had a blast playing it. There was no point in the 2 hours which I just played where I was having a bad time. It was all good vibes. If you're looking for something that's going to be like groundbreaking, Zombie Army VR probably isn't that, but I tell you what, I said the kill cams would be fun in VR and with zombies, and they absolutely are. So if you'd like to check out Zombie Army VR for yourself, I will put a link in the description of this video. It's out on Quest, it's out on Steam, it's out on PSVR 2, and yeah, thank you so much Rebellion for sending me this stuff and the creator kit. There will be more Zombie VR videos in the future, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys! The video's done, go away!